So Andre Ward recently did an interview, and they asked him who would he consider fighting if he was to come out of retirement. Let's take a listen.
On a day-to-day basis, do you miss boxing? And if you came back, who would you fight? Most days I don't miss it. I'm very content doing what I'm doing in life right now. Who would you fight? That's the problem. You know, it's a lot of names out there, but it's not a lot of names that make sense. You know, but it's one name that I brought up before that when you say that name, I can see myself fighting him. Present day, today. If the business was right and if, everything was right on that front, me and Anthony Joshua. That's a fight that I would take at Wembley Stadium. It's a dangerous fight for my legacy. It's a dangerous fight across the board. And but that's a fight that would get me in the gym and get me in the mindset that I need to be in to go to war.
Now, do I think Andre Ward is out his rabbit ass mind to even consider fighting someone like Anthony Joshua? Yes. I think he done lost his mind. There is no way in hell Andre Ward can beat Anthony Joshua. He couldn't beat him when he was active. He can't beat him now. He really can't beat him now, right? And I don't know why he thinks that he can. I really don't understand it. Now, I know Anthony Joshua has been knocked out a few times, and I understand that he doesn't have the greatest chin in the world, and I understand that, he's not the greatest heavyweight of all time, right? But the man is 6'6", 250. He's 6'6", 250, and he can fight, right? What do you think Andre Ward can do to keep him off of him? Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. And we must remember that Andre Ward is not a slick fighter. Let's not forget that. Andre Ward is not a slick fighter. He puts his guards up, he blocks, he thinks really well in the ring. His counterpunching ability is pretty good, but he's not super fast. He's not super elusive. There's nothing he's going to be able to bring to the table to be able to beat Anthony Joshua. He needs to stop even saying that shit. It sounds foolish to me. And, a lot of times, fighters say, oh, size don't matter, size don't matter. Well, if size don't matter, then at the same time, these same fighters will say there's weight classes for a reason. You're contradicting yourself. There is weight classes for a reason. That's what I do believe. Can you beat a bigger fighter? Yeah, it's happened throughout history. But the majority of the time, a really good big man and a really good small man, the bigger man's going to win. And I understand that Andre Ward went undefeated, and he's a great fighter. And Anthony Joshua is eventually going to be in the Hall of Fame also, right? He's going to be in the Hall of Fame also. And he's fought everyone, and he's had some setbacks, and he has some great wins, right? So Anthony Joshua is not just chopped liver. He's not going to lose to a guy who's only fought at light heavyweight. He's not. And you're coming off of retirement, and you think you're going to beat Anthony Joshua. Man, you done lost your motherfucking mind. Ain't no way in hell. I don't know why they keep bringing this up. They need to let this shit die. If anybody he was considering fighting coming out of retirement, it would be Jake Paul. If he was smart, that's somebody you would consider fighting because it's a big money fight and it's a fight you can win. But Anthony Joshua, no. And a lot of people in his camp think he can do it too. Virgil Hunter thinks that he can really do it. He talked about it when he was fighting.
I'd like to see him fight Anthony Joshua. I'm serious. I'm not playing, I'm serious. I think that would be a very interesting fight. Now, I know you got a lot of people, oh, that's suicide. But there's something about Anthony Joshua that I see that I believe he can outbox Anthony Joshua. So, I just said, I see we outboxing Anthony Joshua. There's some things about Joshua that I see.
You see? He thinks that he will be able to overcome the size disadvantage that Andre Ward would have and be able to beat him, right? So, I don't know if this is Virgil Hunter putting this stuff in his head. I don't know if it's somebody else putting it in his head or if he just really believes that himself. But I think he should let this go. You've already retired. You know, if you are considering to come back fighting, you're gonna have to fight somebody maybe who's already retired, somebody in your age bracket, maybe, you know, or somebody on skill level is nowhere near yours. You know, then maybe you might consider come back and fighting. But man, no, you're gonna get knocked the fuck out for sure. That there's no question you're gonna go to sleep in this fight, man. So don't even waste your time coming back and fighting somebody like Anthony Joshua.